Hi, Caroline. How are you?
Hi, Sonia.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know that, first of all, it was so nice to review and preview your property up in Elkhorn. It's absolutely a gorgeous site. So thank you so much for your time the other day. Since we met, I went through the market and looked at what the market was willing to bear for your property. And so I wanted to go over that with you today, just so that you can know where we are and how we can set the price together. Does that sound good?
Okay, that sounds great.
All right, wonderful. So what we have here is a market analysis of the properties in Elkhorn. And what I'm going to draw your attention to first is I just want to make sure that we're on the same page about what your property offers. And what I mean by that is I found out through the tax roll that you have 0.56 of an acre up on Camas Loop, and it has a slight hill on it and lovely mountain views. So that's what I'm using with these other properties to compare to. Is that what you know about your property, the 0.56 acres?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm glad to hear that. So let me start with this. First of all, there are properties, there's about actually 18 properties in Elkhorn that are for sale. So we have a pretty large competition. Something that's interesting is typically when I do a market analysis, I like to show what has sold because that determines the market. Now, the unique thing about this area right now is nothing has sold or is pending in the last year. So with that being said, I'm going to have to rely on what the active listings are and be able to hopefully draw a conclusion as far as the pricing for that, okay? So there are properties that I found within your price range. There's one that probably is a little bit more valuable. I wanted to just bring your attention to this right here. This is up on 405 Juniper Road. The list price is $525. Do you see the acreage right there?
Yep.
What does that say?
1.11.
So yeah, so it's just over 1 acre. So, and then are you familiar with Juniper?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
There.
So up on Juniper, some of these properties over on that one side have tremendous views of Baldy, which is such an iconic view. And so the reason why I think that this particular property that's listed at $525,000 is more valuable than yours is the fact that it's about double the size and it has those iconic views of our ski area. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So then I'm going to bring your attention down to another property over here. It's also up on Juniper, but let's look at the size of that property.
Right, it's 0.38.
Okay, so 0.38 acres relative to yours at 0.56. So we could probably conclude that your lot is more valuable than that. Yes?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And being that this is on the other side, or actually further up the road, and it's smaller, the views aren't quite as nice as well. So listed at $420,000, I would say that your property has more value than this.
Ah.
So what we're looking at are, we have a listing at $525,000, and we have a listing at $420,000, and yours is probably going to be somewhere in the middle there. That's quite a big range. What I'm going to bring you to as a final comparable for your property is this property right here. This is listed at $499,000, and it's on Morningstar Road, which is just around the corner from yours. Yes,
right.
In fact,
Yep.
in order to get to yours up on Camas Loop, you have to go to Morningstar. So please note the parcel size on this.
Just a bit smaller.
Yep.
0.52.
0.52. So you have the 0.56 acres. And the reason why that this one is the most similar is its close proximity to yours, very close approximation of size. The one thing that I noticed about this property relative to yours is it's on a bit of a busy corner. So that being listed at $499, I was wondering if you could help me based on these 3 different price points and let me know what you think the value of your property might be.
Well, I was kind of hoping it would be up there, you know, above 500,000, maybe like 510.
Okay, all right. Well, that's understandable. I get where you're coming from on that. I would tend to agree that it might be worth more than the property that's most similar to yours at $499. However, if you recall what I was saying earlier about the fact that there has been no sales in the last year, these properties are all sitting there. Our market is improving, but it would be really great to see if we could actually reset the market and be the first choice for those consumers out there. So what do you think about the idea of maybe starting your property at $495,000?
I like the idea of resetting the market, and being the first choice.
Okay, great. Oh, I'm so glad. I think that's great. Well, if you're ready, then we can get the listing paperwork signed up, and I will get the price on there, and we'll be ready to start.
I think that sounds great. Sonia.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you for going through these numbers with me.
Yes, absolutely. Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks.